What's going on, everybody? Nigeria Chambers here from Big O Belt Media. We're at the big one, WrestleMania 40. Tiffy time. Tiffany Stratton, how you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. How you feel about the city of Philly?
It's a little rainy.
Yeah.
A little cold. I did go over to that little. There's like a little market or something. And that was kind of cool.
Yeah, I feel Philly probably beneath you. You probably the best thing that's ever happened to the city, to be honest. Looking forward. I know we got a big weekend here, but there's been rumors about the internet says you're from Minnesota.
Yeah, I am. Yes.
Right? And the rumors are also saying that WrestleMania maybe is going to be in Minnesota next year.
How perfect.
How perfect
is the timing on that? The Tiffy timing. How amazing would that be if the rumors are true?
Yeah. Now, I would assume looking at rumors and dirt sheets and all that is probably beneath you, but considering that, how does that put this year into perspective, knowing where you need to be next year?
Honestly, I was called up a couple months ago now, and I feel like, missing this Mania and not really being on the Stand and Deliver card or the Mania card, it's a little disheartening.
Yeah.
However, I understand that they want my first Mania to mean something, and the storyline has to be built up. I don't want it to be a waste.
Yeah.
So I think WrestleMania in Minneapolis next year is the perfect timing for me.
I love it. Book it.
Book it.
Listen, you have talked about just how quickly you just grasp this thing, professional wrestling. For you, have you just taken a moment and kind of just the fruits of your labor and sat back and realized you're excelling at a rate that we don't often see? Have you ever just kind of taken that and kind of metabolized it, shall I say?
Yeah, I feel like in Perth, it was kind of my first time ever that I could be in the moment.
Yeah.
It was just so standing in that little pod and hearing the fans cheer for me was oh. I think there was a video, I was what the heck? So that was the first time where I'm okay, I got this. This is super cool.
Yeah. I think it's very easily to say you have one of the prettiest, most beautiful executed moonsaults in the business. What do you attest that to? And I would assume we're not going to talk about aerodynamics here, but when knowing and just how crisp it is, how would you attest that in your execution?
Well, honestly, I've been doing it my entire life. So I was a trampoline gymnast. So that's literally one of the moves that we would do on the trampoline. I could do that in my sleep.
Yeah.
So honestly, I can do it in my sleep.
Yeah.
So I just feel like it was the perfect finish for me. And then doing the jumping part, it tied in my gymnastics background perfectly.
Yeah. Final question here. I'm not sure if you're a foodie or not, but you're in Philly. You obviously got to talk a little bit about cheesesteaks. Any plans to get one? Check one out. Any names that have been thrown to you for suggestions?
I have heard that a couple people have tried it and they don't like it.
It is kind of overrated.
However, I will try anything once. So if you have any recommendations, I'm open to them.
I mean, I don't know. They say Geno's, but I like Pat's. I would go Pat's.
Pat's?
I would go Pat's.
Okay.
I would go Pat's. Nonetheless, thank you so much for your time.
You.
And although this weekend is rather quiet, I'm sure you're lurking in plans and ready to see you next year, where this interview is going to look a lot different.
Yes. I am super motivated.
I love to hear it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Ridiculous.